Hello, good evening, Happy New Year. I'm Timothy Nelson, also known as Endorphins, and I am going to write and release a brand new song every week this year, starting now. This is my little studio space. I'm using Logic Pro. I've just set up a little writing template for myself. So I've got some drums here. I've got like a Linn drum machine. In case we want some electronic drums, vintage keys, and a synth. I've got some guitars, there's a bass, a microphone, all the tools we need, but of course they can't write a song for you. That's my job. So here we go. I keep going to these chords, so I might start with that, see how we go. I like to get a drum loop happening pretty early in the process. This is the MIDI for the beat. See, all these notes are not quite on the grid, so I'm just going to quantize those. And that will put it in time. So these drums here are like the old Linn drum machine. So, you know, it's the kind of drum machine Prince would have used, but an emulation of it. And what's cool about it is here, so listen to the snare, for example. Up here, you can actually tune the sample down. So like the drums on When Doves Cry, the snare is like, you know, and they've tuned it down. Alright, let's put these chords in time. Okay, so I will try and explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it, but sometimes I just get caught up in what I'm doing. Hopefully I'll get better at that the more of these videos I do. Alright. 1, 2, yeah, 1, yeah. I used to feel. Most of the time I will start with a melody but sing absolute gibberish. I don't know, I've always written like that. And then I find that certain words just come out in the moment that sound really nice, and then I'll often try and make those words work with what the song is about. I used to feel something outside, and I belong to get back. And if I don't care where I am, you were on a stop and tread, holding if I don't get me the wall that. I probably wouldn't use that much auto-tune on a vocal in the actual song, but I find when I'm trying to write a melody, having it just on allows me to think about it as if I'm listening to a dance record or a pop record or something. Maybe it sounds better if I sing it lower. I used to feel so insecure. I used to feel so insecure. I keep singing that, don't I? I used to feel so insecure.
I just tried changing the key of the song a couple of times just to see where my voice sat, and I think I like it in F sharp minor because I can sing low in the verse, and then it's got enough room where I can belt it out in the chorus.
But there's a reason to give in my light, and I'm holding on backwards, and I'm holding on to follow the heart. There ain't nothing like feel so young, you're right. I don't wanna be dead, and I can be the strangest thing. There is no understand vibe, but I'm hoping there's a strangest thing. There's nothing I can feel so right.
I feel like this could go a few ways. I'm gonna write some lyrics.
I used to feel so insecure, like a walking heart attack. I felt I never could be sure if I was ever on the right track. What a mess, how I can't set aside. What a mess I've got it into. I confess, this isn't. I'm always getting into. What a mess I'm always getting into. I confess, there's nothing about you. There is nothing about it, and I kind of fantasize, and I don't want to strain this thing. There is no heart attack.
Kind of jumping around here, but I think some different chords for a chorus could be cool. I'm just gonna loop what I've got twice in a row, and then make a new chorus section for the keys. Yeah, I think let's try this.
There's nothing inside it. There's nothing I feel so, and I can feel the holding up, and then that I breathe in, the air that I'm breathing.
That's all right for now.
I used to feel so insecure, like a walking heart attack. I felt I never could be sure if I was ever on the right track.
That's cool. All right. I'm starting to like this one now. I'm going to sleep on it and come back. I've got some time tomorrow.
I used to feel so insecure, like a walking heart attack. I felt I never could be sure if I was ever on the right track. What a mess.
It's got that kind of super tramp thing. I do that in a lot of songs. Let me distort them a little bit. It's a bit much. Kind of.
I used to feel so insecure, like a walking heart attack.
Heart attack. I like that staccato rhythm thing is cool, but maybe a synth doing it elsewhere.
When the dark begins to creep in, illuminate the room and purify the air that I breathe in.
All right, let's get back on the lyrics train. What is this song about? It seems to be, well, it's a bit of a love story. It appears to be about anxiety and perhaps your partner's ability to make everything seem okay. It's a nice thing to sing about. Yeah. Let's try this.
The feeling I get, she knows to leave me in a daydream, and when to wake me from a nightmare. You and I were on the same team, even if it's a little unfair. All the stress I used to put upon you, it's no less a reason to move on. You know I confess, I'm always leaning on you for the feeling I get when you hit me with a beaming light. As the dark begins to creep in, you illuminate the room and purify the air that I breathe in. When I'm holding on for dear life, you remind me how I can relax, and I can feel so assured. It's fine, you've given me a fighting chance. You've given me a fighting chance. You've given me a fighting chance.
I'm not sure about any of the like more rock kind of, but I keep going back to the man eater. That's what it sounds like.
Fighting chance.
I'm gonna come up with some kind of bridge for this. All right. there's a song. Give me a fighting chance. 1 down, 51 to go.
I used to feel so insecure, like a walking heart attack. I felt I never could be sure if I was ever on the right track. What a mess I'm always getting into, but it feels better when I'm around you. I confess that I've been leaning on you for the feeling I get when you hit me with a beaming light. As the dark begins to creep in, you illuminate the room and purify the air that I breathe in. When I'm holding on for dear life, you remind me how I can relax, and I can feel so assured it's fine. You've given me a fighting chance. You've given me a fighting chance. You've given me a fighting chance. She knows to leave me in a daydream, and when to wake me from a nightmare. You and I are on the same team, even if it's a little